Okay, the number 3 coal mine. Let's see how Desolation Point greets us. Because I am curious. I really am. Is it going to be its usual friendly self? No? Okay. Not too bad. Very cold. We'll save that for the way out. Yeah, I've got a bottle of antiseptic. It's best to go through that first, and then save the old man's beard lichen for later on. Is of course the bottle of antiseptic too. It turns bad. Okay. I know exactly what I'm doing. Because I'm going to enjoy days of discovery in this particular area. Because I'm going to enjoy many days of discovery in this area, I'm going to I'm going to head directly to the ship.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
You're going to be kind of walking for a bit. I'm sorry. I'm going to go directly to the ship. And then, there's a deer over there. But there's saplings.
Wait. I'm so cold and warming up again.
Doesn't look like. Now I'll save that circle for later, because I am going to check out the church. Beachcombing's not as good in Desolation Point as it is in, say, Coastal Highway. But you can still, yeah, you can still find pretty good stuff along the stretch of water here. You can also fall through. I've done that a couple of times. Not really. Again, not really what you want for long-term gameplay. I'm really hoping that the wolves are interested more on staying on that side of the rocks, their side, and not coming over and seeing what I'm up to.
Getting kind of thirsty.
I've watched LMG go up there I don't know how many times. I still can't do it. I have tried repeatedly. I always have to take the insanely dangerous way. definitely want to grab that cedar on the way by. I don't know if anyone remembers when I had that deer on that weak ice over there. And I went through the ice. That was actually my last male survivor. He was like worst case scenario dude. What do you get? He's the only guy I've ever got dysentery. So he got dysentery, he got hypothermia, he got everything except for frostbite. Which, I mean, there's no real challenge in getting frostbite. And there's no way you can recover from it. So I figure I'd just showcase the recoverable, I guess, afflictions with him. That's what it turned into. And then eventually I gave myself parasites. And it was actually really hard to get parasites. I kept eating wolf meat, expecting to get parasites. And then, of course, I figured out that you can hit escape and just take a nibble on the wolf meat, and you'll get some parasites. So, okay, well, when I start, I always, and I land in Desolation Point, of course, I always go to Hibernia first. That's my spot. Let's get on in here and see what's going on in the Riken. Good, the floor is taking his weight. Sometimes, you know, you fall through. I wonder if they fixed that. I'm running low on fuel. Not too concerned. Man. Trying to give me a hint. You need to go to school. Fishing school. Here is a textbook.
Excellent.
That is excellent. Yep. Gonna have that right now.
I could eat a horse.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Still a little bit, you know, my game's a little bit off now that I realized I was actually running around without bandages for so long. For so long. It was ridiculous. No bandages. Alright, let's get our... Drop all our coal. Here, 18 pieces. We'll drop all of those in the corner. Step back a little bit. Grab that. Those. That is a book for burning. A lot of reading there. A lot of reading. Some more coal. Okay, so I'm sort of set up. I'm pretty good that way. It's Am I carrying any scrap metal? Usually I don't. No. I have a tendency to forget things I leave in the... Yep, through the door. It's better if I put them right about here. Oh, I was waiting for the drop all option, but there's only 4 of them. Okay, good. I've got a couple of mushrooms. I've got some rose hips. I like to have a lot of the natural cures. Once again, don't spoil. It's like the cattails. Well, that doesn't happen very often. And neither does that. Whoa. That's like a forging meal, you know? You can stay by the forge all day and end of your day have a soda and chocolate bar and you're pretty much set. Really? So all the food was in the okay. All the food was in that little plastic container. And somebody had cleaned out the kitchen, but then sure there's nobody on the deck. Okay, let's see this guy. He's warmed up. Okay. Well, now I didn't see any moose sign up there, but usually he'll move in usually a day or two after you do if he doesn't show right off the bat, because this area is so tight.
Fingers feel numb.
He really doesn't have anywhere to go, so he just kind of wanders around up on that bridge. The thing is, the bear walks right through that bridge too. And that moose ended up backing me into that bear, and then the bear chased me down, and while the moose was chasing me, it was nobody. Well, they were having all the fun. I was not. But she survived, and I even named that one. Normally I don't name them. They have to make it to at least 100 days.
Something to eat.
Oh, that's the name of the game. Really like that. That's a big draw for Desolation Point, is you tend to get a couple of whetstones out of this area, and like I keep saying, it's not very big. It's kind of narrow. So for your for the miles you're putting on your feet, you're getting a lot of whetstone kind of return.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Jeez. You guys got all the problems. Well, maybe you'll find another soda. Laying in the corner? Nope. Under a bed? No. Maybe you'll find nothing at all. Although, you know what? I know a secret. I know where there's some food.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Well, we'll get you inside here. I have to say, there is a little bit more challenge to this game now that I've got no feats activated. You know, it's the first time I saw the +2 bonus there, the +2 degrees Celsius bonus, I was like, wow, that's got to be the most useless thing I've ever seen on Interloper. Because, I mean, 2 degrees. Well, 2 degrees,
Just what I need.
That's pretty big. Good. Some pork and beans. Now that I brought a pry bar, probably all these lockers will be open. Oh!
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Yes. You know why this whaling facility, after of course whaling collapsed, and we stopped doing that. But after whaling collapsed, they were like, no more whaling in Canada. They couldn't use this building for anything else. There's no bathrooms. Like, who would work here?
Thank goodness.
I've got a theory that because this place was isolated, they kidnapped their workers, brought them over from the mainland, and made them render whale blubber. Because there's a sure seems to be a lot of bunk beds for a factory as well. I'm sure it was nothing that evil going on. It's definitely a table. Okay. Probably for when one of those blizzards blows up. Ragged jeans. You really just gonna set them back down? I can't. But yeah. We've got fry bar in here. Sometimes there is. We got some stuff to tear down. This place is great for firewood. Like, there's a bunch of chairs you can break down by hand here. So it's really good for reclaimed. Another whetstone. That's 3 whetstones. Like, and that's your tools all back again, you know? That just does so much for the... Oh. There's a pry bar. They are all over the place in this area too. I actually came here once with the hammer thinking I could find enough scrap metal and such on the way. Here, let's get a drink. Yep, I once came here with just the hammer, no saw. Figuring I'd either find the saw or enough scrap metal on the way. I found one piece of scrap metal while beachcombing this area. No other scrap metal the whole way here. But I found a pry bar in the mine, this pry bar, and a pry bar by Matt's truck. So I had 3 pry bars. So, yeah. Yeah, I had to... make a decision as to what I was going to do there, because Those pry bars, we'll worry about that later. Those pry bars would only break down into so much scrap metal, and it wouldn't be enough to make the knife and the hatchet and some arrows. So I decided to go back to Forlorn Muskeg.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. So I made a knife and some arrows and went back to Forlorn Muskeg. And I think that run ended in Forlorn Muskeg. And that was some serious poor planning on my part. I should have made sure I tracked down a hacksaw before I walked all the way to the forge. Oh, look. Speak of the devil, there's the hacksaw right there. It pops right up in the old inventory. You ever wonder what's in that metal container? Let's go see. Now, there was a time when I played this game where I'd be disappointed, but I almost said, did you want to go check the empty metal container? Because I was pretty sure it was going to be empty. Alright, let's see. Sometimes, too, there is yet another pry bar back in that corner. Once again, work boots, pry bars. There was a sale somewhere. Yeah, that wasn't happening when I needed it to. There wasn't like pieces of scrap metal just lying about. Well then, I guess it's time for me to crack this safe and see what's behind those 6 scrap on me right now. Alright, well, I'm going to do a quick check over here, and then I'll see when I open the safe, but let's check. Yeah, burning daylight here. I mean, I'm okay with it. I can sleep here. It's no big deal. Yeah, I don't see a fire striker poking out from back there. Sometimes there's a fire striker there, I guess. I don't know. I've never found... Oh, nope, nope. One time I did. I did find one. I guess that's the last place to look. So I'm going to see after I'm done opening up the safe. And, well, we'll just see in a minute. Alright, here's the big reveal. Let's see what we got in this safe.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I'll take the scarf. I will take the scarf, definitely. It's not the best headgear, but, you know, you can't make the stuff, you know? So, pretty essential. I like to keep the stashes of You know, there was a time when I would tear that up, but not anymore. Yep. Okay, looks like I'm having a sleepover at the whaling plant, and then in the morning I'll head back to the Riken there, get my forging done up, drop the hammer, as the hammer stand. That'll free up a little bit more room, but not enough. Well, actually, I'm going to drop these two as well. Take the new tools with me, leaving the old tools here. So that way I can always come back. I should just take them with me. The whole lot. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I am making a new... Maybe just a new hatchet? And then keep a hatchet in Coastal Highway and then have traveling tools. Nah. You know, I'm gonna be really lazy about it and wait till it's a necessity. I'm going to use those 6 pieces of scrap metal to make myself a dozen arrowheads. And I can fire them at whatever. I can hold on to that. Okay, I'll see you in the morning. Let's go here. Let's get some sleep. Okay, the moon has gone down and the sun has come up. So it sounds very quiet out there. I don't trust that at all. But, because, you know, usually when it's dead silent, it doesn't usually mean sunny. It usually means foggy. Whoa! I thought I heard something. He's just flipping around out there. Okay, well, now I know he's gone that way. Well, let's get stuck on something. Do the dance of death. How about we go inside? I need all the help I can get right now. Warmed up a little bit, ready to go. I wonder what to do about this guy. I hope he's
I'd eat anything right
found
now.
bloodier pastures or whatever it is wolves dream of. It is a crate, and there's nothing in the crate. Nothing at all. Not a soda. Okay, let's see if I get into it with him right away. Might as well be on my feet. I got a hammer. I got a wolfskin coat. I'm not going to look for a fight, but... so focused on getting into Hibernia. I missed some beef jerky. Okay. Let's get back to the Riken. I got some arrows to make. That wolf really got me there. I thought for sure I was gonna get, you know, when I got tangled on that scrub brush, I was like, oh no, you can't be serious right now. And that's just the type of thing I do. Get stuck on something and then get mauled by a wolf. Hunting. Like, I don't want to not get food if it's going to walk in a leisurely direction towards me.
Can't feel my feet.
I'm sorry, I did kind of take the long approach. He's walking away from me. Actually, you know what? This is the best approach.
Goddamn freezing.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh. I didn't mean to scare him a second time. Oh, oh, oh. Now, where is he gonna pop out? I was hoping what he'd do is kind of swing back this way after I scared him, but I... Whoa, he's really close. Okay, I'm going to try to gauge where he's headed, because this rock will kind of throw off the angle. Yep. Yeah, he keeps changing direction.
My stomach feels like an empty
I
pit.
head up this way, I think, so I hope he heads up this way. Okay, hopefully I can get him here. I think that's where I want him. Ah, poopy. Oh. Yeah. I would have missed anyway. Okay, I don't know what he's doing, but I hope he stops soon and comes back to me. Okay, this is just too much not me getting food. Let's go make some arrowheads. I can do that. I know I can. Alright, well, it hasn't been the most exciting thing, you know, me kind of just dropping off stuff and sleeping, dropping more stuff. And that's why I like the Fire Striker. I like to burn out my first Fire Striker, getting my skills to 5 or 4. About as good as you can get, right? So get my skills up, and then you burnt out your first Fire Striker, and now all your matches, they work every time. Everything's good. You know, as long as you got a stick and a match, you're good to go anywhere. Let's see what we got. Don't have to worry about coal. You know, because sometimes I try to get the fire as hot as possible. Then that way I can use less coal to get to 150 degrees because I'm tight on resources. But I really got I got a lot of coal, so we'll do another liter. Probably at the end of all this, we'll do another liter or something like that. Alright, well, I'm not hurting enough for me to really worry about eating over the next few hours while I do this. I had a book. I could have used the book. I guess it wasn't in my inventory, so I didn't. I've got lots of food, though, and that extra bag of beef jerky was a really nice find out there. Because only finding a tin of sardines in that... Only finding a tin of sardines, that was kind of... And that overturned boat, that's usually my go-to place for food in that area. So for me to only find, I mean, I liked finding the painkillers, that was good as well. Let's see, what can we do? Well, yeah, there was no coffee lover at the at Hibernia or on this particular ship. Now I know where there is coffee. It's always there. I know where there's tea. It's always there. It's a bit of a walk and climb. Okay. Well, yep. I'm just gonna make arrowheads. Just a second here. Sorry to be so silent while I'm making arrowheads. I'm just thinking of other things and listening to the ship, and what it's like, are you blizzarding out there? Because the ship groans a lot during a blizzard. No, it's windy. It's windy. It's windy. Probably a blizzard coming. He's got to turn eventually. Oh, no, he did turn. I wasn't there for it. That's nice with that lighthouse in the background. I like that.
Can't feel my hands.
Well, Yep, you're about to suffer for some hypothermia.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Well, you have to be really on your game for this one, okay? Because we've got a blizzard coming in, and you got a nice warm fire. Everything's working out. Okay. There we are. Oh, alright. There we go. Somewhere in there. I hope I get this guy. Ah. Ah. Come on. Draw. Draw. Yes. Whoa, where are you firing? Okay, well that was interesting. Okay. That's enough of that. I tried. Again, after warming up, I thought I'd be crafty. Nice. Look at the smoke coming out of the Riken. Yeah, I thought about making another set of tools, but I'm going to pass on that. Just for the weight restrictions. I got a lot of... I just found a bunch of whetstones. And there's another... At least another two out there in the world. Possibly 3 or 4. I don't know. I don't know actually how many whetstones you get per run. But that means... I don't have to... come back and forge any tools for quite some time. So, pretty good that way. The wind died down? Can I go? Can I shoot a deer? I got to get my arrows back at the very least, while it's still a little bit light out. Yep, leave Riken. Do that. It's beautiful out, and now there's 2 deer. Okay. Somewhere out here I fired an arrow. And then fired another arrow. I think I got some really good distance on them, actually. It is better in better light to be hunting your arrows. Yes, and just because I made a dozen arrowheads doesn't mean I want to just fire them willy-nilly into the air. Oh boy. Well, nothing obvious jumped out at me. He was here and I was shooting. Oh, oh, oh.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
Ah, yes. Probably all the walking. Okay, so then right along that trajectory, basically. Okay, good. I can find this other one, but what I really want to do there's 3 of them. I gotta be able to get one.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
now I'm worried that one will see me, and so I think I have to get this guy.
Cold.
This guy's coming right for me. Alright, I'll try to be a little bit better on my quick draw here. Yeah, I was trying to get him to draw the arrow, but he would not do it. Nope. Oh, I overshot a little bit. Okay. Right about in there somewhere. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Ah, I got him, but... Oh. Very clever dodge there. Got him. Oh. If I was good with arrows, that would be a... Oh. Okay, well, you know, he was a really good sport about it. Really he was. He saw I was struggling and kind of gave me some extra shots there. I know you're freezing. I have another arrow I have to find. Okay, but first things first, need to go warm up. Oh, and I was really hoping this fire would still be going so I can get back in here and
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
cook this meat. What do we have for time on that? Perfect. There we go. Let's take a nightlight with us. So he's had a very eventful day, and I'm going to leave her off here. He's got some meat to harvest up out there and some arrows to make while he's here. Really glad about that deer. It's very important that I get some calories here besides the ones that I'm carrying on me because of the amount of crafting I want to do, right? If I didn't want to craft, I'd just leave. It'd be fine. I've made my arrowheads. I'm good to go. But I do want to make some more arrows. I do want to make that other bow. Probably leave the one that's almost done behind. And then get back to Coastal Highway. And I was thinking about maybe just heading into town when I get, if I get to Coastal Highway alive, heading into town and checking out the Quonset, checking out whatever houses are standing, and then getting back to the fishing camp, gathering up my stuff, and then booking it to Pleasant Valley. And go through the mine, hit Pleasant Valley, and maybe do the crafting up in the signal tower or something crazy of my bear coat. You know, just something fun. Instead of the basement at the farmhouse, like usual, right? So, all right. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Hopefully, when I'm gonna explore a little bit more, do some crafting. Gonna just check this place thoroughly. Of course, I'm not going to the wolf cave because I like being alive. So, with that, gonna have some food, a drink, completely disregard fire safety. And here we are at 50 days. 50 days on the calendar, or 49 days survived. So not bad. So when he wakes up tomorrow, he will be right on 50 days on Interloper. So good for him. You know, I'm not being as bold with this one, and I'm not being nearly as... Oh, I've already had some drinks. Confident as I was in my wolf attacking abilities. So that's good. I'm actually going to survive longer, I think, by avoiding, you know, laughing in the face of death or whatnot. Okay, well, we'll see you next time, and until then, keep surviving.